everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Raiders lead the league in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Bills. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Raiders lead the league in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Bills, who will need to be stout up front.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay at Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line between the Buffalo Bills and the Oakland Raiders. Able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down this...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there, becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? If they catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dexter McCoy. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now they try the right side here. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably. Not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now.
Again, it's McCoy. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Over the middle, complete. That's Morton. And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr rolling to him, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And now out come the Bills. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll go again to McCoy. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Rodgers, the tight end, in motion here. Now a handoff as they run left side. There he goes inside the 30. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He stiff arms him. Still fighting. Still on and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now here's a carry heading left. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Rolling to his right. Got it complete to Rodgers. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On play action, it's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.J. Mosley in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Oh, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Oh, he's got some breathing room. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.